The following episode is rated S for Scorpion or Sarcastic A-hole. Please enjoy this week's episode of Early Evenings with Scorpion and Pal. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode ever of Early Evenings with Scorpion and Pals. Now, this is a new show here on the channel, and it's one I'm hoping you will like, and it's one I know I'm gonna like, because it is something like I've never done before, because nothing is gonna be off limits, nothing is gonna be too crazy, and I don't even know what's gonna happen half the time. Now, the premise of this new show is simple. Why should you have to stay up late after you worked all day long to catch something funny on TV, right? Everything's always the late night because I'm an insomniac, apparently. Well, this isn't that. This is early evenings. So, what, probably around 6, 7 ish. That way you can still get in bed, cozy up with your little stuffed animal, and, go to sleep whenever it benefits you. Now, these episodes will be airing every Tuesday at first from you know, 3 to 15 minutes long. I will be discussing sometimes some serious topics and a lot of times just stuff off the top of my head, comedy bits. I will not be editing out my bloopers because the bloopers are going to make it so much better, I feel like, as you laugh at me instead of with me. Eh, I'm going to be laughing at myself too, so that's not even a thing either. But I hope you guys tune out. If you like the show, make sure to like and subscribe. If we reach 5,000 subscribers, then I will actually do another night each week, probably Thursdays. So if you like this and want to see me make a fool of myself twice as often, then make sure to subscribe and get your buddies too. Now to what we're actually here for. Now, this is Early Evenings with Scorpion and Pals, or ED for short. One moment. What's that? What do you mean it's not called ED? What's ED then? I know I heard that recently. What I got diagnosed at the doctor's with last week. But that was. Okay, what is the show called then? Double ESP. Isn't that when you can move stuff with your mind? That's ESP. Now, I'm pretty sure that's double ESP, man. I can do it, so I think I'd know. Yes, I can move stuff with my mind. Okay, everyone, my producer doesn't believe me that I have double ESP, so we're about to show him. Now, watch as I move this hand with my mind. You want to see me do it again? Uh-huh. Huh? See? Impressive, no? I think that's pretty impressive. And I'm not just trying to make it where you forget that first part. Because I totally do not suffer from ED, and I did not try and call the show this. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sure by now you will have noticed that somewhere in this vicinity, there's going to be pictures that pop up occasionally during recording. And I do not know what those are because our artist said it's better if I don't know what to look at or what's going to be up there and to just trust them that afterwards, as they watch the show, they'll put up pictures that do me honor, that do good, and really show my softer side. I highly doubt that. I'm sure you highly doubt that. And yeah, we'll see. Whichever picture you like best from the show, make sure to like and comment about down in the comment sections. I know. I already know one's of them gonna be about that ED comment. Oh my god. Anyways, so another part of this will be there's always a story time. Because what is life without a good story, right? And if you're getting ready for bed, who doesn't want a story? Now, for this part, it should go away from my beautiful face. I am the face, after all. Nope, nope, I am the face. I refuse to accept any other option there. It will go away from my face, sadly, to a bigger screen of the pictures. Now, the pictures, hand drawn by the producer, will hopefully go along with the story I'm going to tell. And the story we're going to be telling for at least a little bit is going to be none other than a new Pokey D&D session that I've been having going on. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds amazing. And it is. So, to begin, one, two, story time. Okay, we should be on the pictures now. So, the campaign began in Lavender Town. Now, for those of you not familiar, that is from Generation 1, and that is the place with the ghost tower, the spooky place. The reason for us starting here is because we have to catch our own starters instead of being given them. So we are given a one Pokeball and $500 and told, go out. This is a beautiful location for that because if we went south, we'd have the nice ocean. So if we were going for water Pokemon, if we go east, we have grasslands that can have a very varied type of Pokemon. And if we went up north, we'd have caves. So the three of us, which would be my character, Serena, uh, pretty much just think Avril Lavigne from back in the Skater Boy days and stuff, and yeah, you get a good gist of her. You have Celeste, which is trying to make her own zoo, which should be interesting. And then you have Jasper, who, if you think of the old school, like, goth ones that were just like anti people, anti-social, you got it. So we have a nice little group there, and we each catch our starters without much issues. I catch the vibrant, the beautiful, the amazing Igglybuff. Yeah. Celeste caught a Abra, and Jasper caught a pink Nidoran, or for the ones in the know, a Mel Nidoran, which will turn out to be one day Nidoking, which is just always a fascinating and awesome Pokemon. But back to me, cause the story is centered around Wah. So I catch my Igglybuff, and what do we want to do next? Well, surprise, the professor who's like, yo, guys, I'm ditching y'all. You caught a Pokemon. I don't really want to be here anymore. So take care of Jasper, cause she keeps trying to run away back home. Here's 5 Pokeballs for your trouble. Peace out. And just like that, our journey began. And I saw a Mankey. Now, I don't know about you, but I love Mankey, and I love the fact they added an evolution for him in the latest games, which is in this Poke D&D. So I went for it, and he absolutely curb stomped me. Igglybuff didn't even get a move in before it was smacked against a tree and the Mankey was laughing at us. So my adventure starts right after a quick trip to the Poke Center, back in Lavender Town. Celeste, on the other hand, was able to catch a Pokemon. And unfortunately, Jasper and Nidoran had similar luck to me, with Nidoran missing the Pokemon they were going for and headbutting a tree. Wasn't a good sight. But we're rested and we go back for round two. Me and this Mankey, we're gonna see it through. And the Mankey absolutely curb stomps us again. So round two goes back to the Mankey. Now at this point, I'm wondering what the hell I can do. So we take a change of pace. We head up north to the caves. I'm like, maybe I can find something that can, help me combat this Mankey. Because this Mankey is an absolute monster. He's complete doing fist taunts and everything. He knows he's good. And he's making fun of me for it. But anyone familiar with D&D will know, sometimes the dice are not your friends. And you might have already guessed that by the fact I got curb stomped twice. But in case you didn't, we all roll super low on trying to find Pokemons in this cave. So I don't wind up catching anything. Celeste, on the other hand, winds up catching herself another Poke. And even Jasper winds up catching a Zubat. So they have both actually started filling out their teams, while we have nothing. So we head back and we rest for the night as I sit there trying to come up with a plan. Because I know the plan I want to use, but it's going to be hard to pull off because I'm going to have to catch a Pokemon that I can't damage. Luckily, Igglybuff has one other thing going for it, and that's Sing. Now, yes, it's horrible accuracy, but if you can hit it off, a Pokemon is put to sleep. And if it's asleep, it's easier to catch. So I go and I hit Frillish, which, if you don't know, is a water ghost type Pokemon. It looks kind of like a jellyfish, with Sing after several attempts. And Igglybuff almost being knocked out again. But by the skin of our teeth, we manage to pull it off and catch the Frillish. In case you might have been wondering, we did head down to the docks for this bit. And yeah, it was amazing. We caught the Frillish. We went back to the Poke Center. Celeste and Jasper actually caught some too. But the important thing is we went back to the Poke Center and I ran my character as fast as I could to those grasslands where that Mankey had just whooped another trainer trying to catch him. That Mankey was an absolute havoc. Honestly, I probably should have tried to get paid to take it out. But we go up to that Mankey. I send out Frillish, and there's not a thing that Mankey can do, because all he has at the moment is Tackle and Fury Swipes. Not a thing he can do, because Frillish is Ghost, and Ghost is immune to normal and fighting types. So, after way too long, despite him not being able to attack me back, I finally down the Mankey and catch him. Took a long time. It was hard. The road was challenging, but we did it. And now we are ready to catch a couple more Pokemon and head south because all of us are still hurting on money. Jasper and Celeste used up a lot of their money buying additional Pokeballs because their teams filled out faster than mine. I asked the Poke Center where you could make some money. Vermilion City is where she suggested. So our venture south started. But I did make a couple more friends along the way. I met a Hisuian Zora, which was nice in the ghost tower. We met a Cubone up in the caves, which I was like, "Come along, little buddy. You know you want to." And he was like, "You sound like a good guy. I think I will head with you." And the last Pokemon I caught is actually not ringing a bell at the moment. But I did get a team of 6. I do want you to know. Uh, and I don't know if anyone was interested, but my whole motif this time around is Fairy Ghost. Celeste is Catch Them All for her zoo. And Jasper, of course, is going with a dark poison type. But I do know at the moment, 5 of my guys will eventually. Oh, Rowlet. Rowlet's it. Yep. Rowlet's the other one. That is my team. So we head down south, and right as we get to the intersection that will split off and lead us for Vermilion City, we see the little, what would you call it? Welcoming center there is locked, and people are bursting out of it, like crying and upset. So, naturally, having a ghost type Pokemon, I simply send Frillish through the glass doors to unlock it, and we walk in on a bunch of guys mugging people over the Pokemon. And they look over at us and they're like, "You, there, give us your Pokemon." My character, being an egotistical a-hole, much like myself in real life, was like, no. How about this? You drop everything, and we won't make you hurt. Obviously, Poke Battle ensued. I sent out my Hazuin Zora, but I had him come out looking like Cubone. Why? Because their Machoke was trying to hit him with Karate Chop. It took him 4 turns to realize, well, mainly because he was missing, that it didn't work. And by that time, we had them beat. As they tried to escape, my Pokey tackled the daylights out of him, causing him to drop everything, and his buddies had to grab him and run. All the people got their Pokeballs back. We got $800 for our service. Not to mention, my character's whole goal is to start a Pokeband called Fairy Street Ghost. We got the attendant to agree to play our music even if it's at 2 o'clock at night once we have an album out. So, boom exposure. That exposure actually would help Igglybuff to be happy enough to evolve into Jigglypuff. And even better than that, the old man gave us a Paradox Stone, which in the rules of our D&D session, a Paradox Stone will be used to evolve a Pokemon into their Paradox form. So a Jigglypuff can evolve into a Wigglytuff with a Moonstone or a Screamtail with a Paradox Stone. And that is the end of our first session of that. And that's the end of our story time. I hope you enjoyed that. Future story times won't be as long, but as the start, I felt it was important to lay out a little bit more groundwork. And I'm still trying to get you to forget about my earlier mishaps. Am I back? Am I back? Yeah, I think I'm back. I hope I'm back. So, I hope you guys are liking the show. I am getting the call that this episode is about to wrap up. At this point, sometimes we'll have a word from our sponsor. And for those of you in the know, you should know none of our sponsors will be real companies, and they will all be performed and carried out via my personal studio of friends, like Dis Dolly, moi, Colt Crimson, Maneki Snow, Jun Pull, and any other ones I can think of portraying. So I hope you do come back. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you got some laughs out of it. I hope you got some tears out of it. I hope you just really, really want to smack me upside the head. And if any of those describe your mood after watching this, please leave it in the comments. I do read them. As I cry myself to sleep at night, I read the comments to know how much people truly hate me. And that, and that alone, lulls me to sleep. So please, don't let me suffer from insomnia. Don't make me stay up late. Let me get to bed at a reasonable time, people. Please. And that will be it. See you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'm out.